You ever heard me talk about the Patent Excel law firm and the fact that it's all about quality and my focus on quality being a big thing, especially for patents in this country being an important thing. But I wanted to make a slightly different kind of video. This is upon the suggestion of a good friend of mine who specializes in branding. And she said, you know what, Ramon, it is important that you put a video out there letting people know the why. Why is it that you do this kind of business and why it's important to you? And that required a little bit of a, I guess, psychoanalysis and trying to understand myself. And I had to go back to my roots, my childhood roots. And I do recall as a kid, I was born and raised in Peru until age 15. That's when I moved to the US. Back then, when I was a kid, I recall from the very start being very competitive. I hated when my sister or my friends wanted to play tennis or play with, actually not tennis, but a paddle, with a paddle and a tennis ball, or kicking the ball around without keeping score. I always insisted, no matter what we did or how many people were involved, I wanted to keep score because I was very competitive. Even if I lost, I wanted to just keep score. And then actually, as I got a little bit older and started going to school, maybe that competitive nature led me to being always at the top of my class, typically number one, number two, at the different schools that I attended because of that competitive nature of mine. Where does that come from? I have no idea. My grandfather was a soccer player, professional soccer player, but I don't necessarily think that was it, but I don't know, maybe it's in the genes. And ultimately at age 15, I moved to the US. Fortunate for me, the entire family moved here, and I had to adjust to speaking a new language, learning a new language from scratch, English. And that was actually a scary moment for me because I had excelled at school, and I said, oh my God, I don't understand a single word of what my professors or my teachers actually are saying. I am finally going to fail in school because I cannot follow it and I cannot understand anything that is being said. And I said, okay, well, this is the end of the road for me. But as it turns out, it wasn't so bad, and I picked up the language quite quickly. I was fortunate to do that. But that competitive nature of mine led me to, again, be at the top of my class in high school. Then eventually when I went to engineering school, the same pattern repeated, and I went to business school eventually, and I was always looking to be number one for whatever reason. Now, it didn't work out as well every single time, but I was always at the top, always number one, number two, number three. I think for my law school class, I graduated number 4 in a class of, I don't know, 55 perhaps. By the time we reached the last year, a lot of people had already left, so to attrition. And that is what drove me ultimately to focus on quality when it comes to the work that I do, and patents in particular. Why? Because I learned soon enough that quality in patents in particular is a very important thing. And when I draft a patent, when I prosecute a patent, I am always, for whatever reason, I'm always picturing myself in court, or I'm picturing at least the patent that I'm working on being in court, in litigation, and making the life of the other attorney, the attorney representing the opposite side, miserable, just making it impossible for that attorney to invalidate my patent or my client's patent, or to find a way around a patent. And I'm always thinking about that as I work on patent matters for clients. And I figured quality is always the way to get there. It allows me to be competitive. It allows me to continue to have this mindset of competition, and the one that benefits is the client. And that's why I'm always talking about quality in especially in patents. Quality is the key. But anyway, enough about me. Let me know if you have any comments, if you have any questions. Put a comment down below, or contact me through the Patent Excel law firm, which is patentexcel.com. Thank you for watching.